Yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, looking at the top 3 reasons why the 49ers defensive line is the best in the NFL out of any team by a large margin. There's really no comparison, to be honest with you. If you can name a better defensive line than the 49ers, please let me know. Even with the loss of DeForest Buckner, this does not change my opinion at all. I still think with the talent that they have on that line, nothing can beat it for the most part. You look at the regular season, when healthy, they were dominant. You look at the postseason, all the way to the Super Bowl when they lost it, unfortunately, they were still dominant. There's just nothing that can compete with his defensive line. I'm going to be giving y'all 3 reasons. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I pretty much did for the most part. Nothing too crazy. Just stayed at home and watched Disney Plus. I know, right? Kind of a loser's thing right there. But anyways, gonna get this video started. But before I do, please like and subscribe. That definitely helps me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share the channel. Share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's get this started. 49ers top 3 reasons why they are the top defensive line in the NFL. Number 3. The coaching staff, led by Robert Saleh, the whole defensive coordinator, Chris Kurek, the defensive line. I think this is the big reason why our defensive line has been so dominant in 2019, and it probably will be in 2020. You look at those two, Saleh, with the talent that he finally has from 2019, getting Nick Bosa and Dee Ford, that has been the big difference maker. Adding Kurek as the defensive line coach, I think that's also making a big difference maker. Coaching these guys, coaching Bosa his first year in the NFL, coaching forward. New system for the most part, kind of 3-4-4-3 scheme. Sure, firing Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner, even making Solomon Thomas a serviceable player. I think he has a lot of impact on this defensive line. Got to give credit to these two guys. Saleh, I don't think he's going to be with us in San Francisco next year. I think 2021 he will be a head coach in the NFL. I hope the 49ers, they take advantage of him being with us for one more year. I believe they're going to close it off with a Super Bowl title so he can run off into our sunset as a Super Bowl champion for a defensive coordinator. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, looking at this defensive line, defensive coaching staff, I think they made a big difference maker. And then the little minute change that they did was go to a wide 9 defense where the defensive line is a little bit more spaced out. That's made a big difference. You see the sack totals, you see the takeaways, you see all the statistics that you see on paper. It has been a big difference maker. I'll be talking about that later on in this video. Coaching staff, good job. Number 2, the numbers. If you look at the sack totals from the regular season and postseason, they were just absolutely dominant. Yes, the regular season, they didn't lead the league in sacks in terms of their team, but if you look at the situation, they didn't have everybody completely healthy. DJ Jones, Ronald Blair are great role guys. They were out for the rest of the year during the middle of the season. Ford, he was out for the rest of the year as well until the playoffs. If you look at that is a big circumstantial thing right there. They did go about 5th or 6th in terms of sacks, 48 total as a team. They were behind the Saints, the Panthers, the Steelers in terms of that. If everybody was completely healthy, I believe they would have led this league in sacks by a large margin. They were on their way for the most part until the injuries did hit the 49ers, unfortunately, during the middle of the season. You look at the postseason, they led the league in sacks by a large margin. 13 sacks for the 49ers, and the second team was Kansas City with 9 as a team. So you got to give them a lot of credit for there. Forced fumbles, they had 23 as a team. Not all on the defensive line, but for the most part, the majority of it was on the line as well. Just those numbers alone, that can just give anybody, any casual fan, like, wow, the 49ers defense, they're really good. And yeah, they're really, really good. You don't even have to look at the numbers only. You could just look at their playability. They could just suffocate you. This is like the old 90s and 1980s defense where they would just get at you and they wouldn't show any mercy at all. They have been impressing me all year long. They impressed everybody so far. I think this was a big surprise in terms of being just absolutely dominant. I feel like they were going to be a good defensive line with the talent that they have, but I didn't believe that they were going to be the top defensive line for pretty much the whole year. I expect a lot of things in 2020, and I think they'll do a good job, if not even better, in 2020, despite the fact that Buckner is not with us anymore in San Francisco. Number 1, the biggest reason why the 49ers defensive line is the best in the NFL is the talent. I mean, I need these guys pretty much once a week at least with all the talented guys that we have on the defensive line. So naming them right now, Nick Bosa, Dee Ford, Eric Armstead, even Solomon Thomas, DJ Jones, Ronald Blair, Julian Taylor, Kentavious Street, he should be making his full-time debut in 2020. That alone, that can win you the Super Bowl. Yes, I know 54, they didn't win it. But 55, the upcoming season, they can definitely win it with that defensive line. I expect them to get even more better with the chemistry, that they will be getting even more from the offseason programs. Hopefully, also, you do have to take into account that Buckner's not with us anymore. I still believe this could be a dominant defense. Solomon Thomas, it will be his time to shine. If not, they'll draft somebody, I'm pretty sure, with the first round, either with the 13th or 31st overall pick. Kind of hard to tell right now, really early to tell, but I believe the 49ers, they will find a nice gem in the draft, whether it's in the early rounds, the later rounds, something like that. Lynch has an eye for talent in terms of the defensive line, and I think they'll find their guy to replace Buckner if they need to. That's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to talk about this real quick. Defensive line, I'm in love with it. I think they were a big reason why that we made it to the Super Bowl in the first place. Hopefully they keep dominating in 2020. Please let me know what you guys think about the defensive line. Is it the best in the NFL? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow on a Tuesday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day. Hot boys.